Hey Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your May 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Capricorn, there seems to be a common thread amongst all the signs in the month of May, and that thread is to have fun, playfulness, laughter, joy, innocence has been showing up in a lot of readings because perhaps some people have been feeling a sense of heaviness or seriousness in matters of the heart. There's been a lot of change, a lot of transformation, and I get May is going to be a lot more lighthearted for you because there's been a lot of forgiveness, a lot of learning. Some of that learning is around codependency, addictions, the devil energy, because I do see codependency here. And look at that, healing family issues. Maybe it's healing the inner child or finally feeling like you've done enough work to be able to open your heart up to something more fun, more flirty, more lighthearted. So your first card out here is it is safe for you to love. And some of you may have shut down the heart center because you were going through a period of healing. And we do that in order to protect ourselves. And I feel like you are ready to come out of that hiding. Look at, we have Knight of Cups, opening up the heart. You're ready to come out of hiding, so to speak, regardless of relationship status. Some of you may have been healing from a family member, and it may have been hard for you to connect with a partner if you're in a partnership. For others of you, if you've been single or maybe even going through a divorce with the Justice card, I feel like there is just a weight off the shoulders in the month of May. So I like where this is going here. Six of Wands showing up in reverse in the deep foundation. So a sense of achievement, but at the same time, not feeling like you succeeded in the way that maybe you had hoped. Okay. Now you also have, you deserve love. You're lovable. So perhaps self-worth was a factor within that Six of Wands. Sometimes that Six of Wands in reverse, Capricorn, can be failure, being overlooked. It can be the card of shame, maybe even a little bit of humiliation in some way. Yeah, look at that. Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the King of Wands showing up here. We're going to keep those together in the recent past because some of you, ooh, there's that devil. I knew we'd see that. It's in reverse though. You're letting go of some inconsistency here. King of Wands, maybe even allowing yourself to open up, have fun, play. Okay, how would you like, Spirit? Thank you. You're going through a spiritual awakening here. How are you feeling? Environment, and then we're going to connect to an outcome. So we do have healing family issues. Some of you may have dealt with someone, maybe even a mother figure, where you didn't receive the emotional love or the connection, or maybe you miss a mom. She could be crossed over. We have your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This can also be forgiving yourself if you are a parent. This is also, I'm getting blending of families, a blending of energy here. Something that you may have stayed in a situation because of maybe children, okay, for some of you. We also have chemistry, and you deserve love and playfulness. So for those of you that are ready to open up, which I'm also getting a little bit of a push from the universe, like it's time, you are ready to have some fun, to surrender to fun. I feel like that's why your first card out here is the Hanged Man, Capricorn, because it says there is a strong magnetic pull. There's a strong attraction coming in. Either you're connecting with someone new, or you just have this desire of, I want to feel loved. I am lovable. But for a lot of you, if you look at this illustration, you can see that she's pulling the arrow back. That takes muscle, that takes strength, and it feels like you've held on to that arrow. And for those of you that have ever, pulled an arrow back and you're sitting there, I feel like you've used a lot of your inner strength, your body, your mind, your soul to work on a situation that was challenging, but now you're ready to launch, right? You're ready to let that arrow go, and you know that you're lovable, but you had to work through some difficulties, some challenges here in the past as well around feeling unlovable in some way, shape, or form. There could be someone new coming in, and there is a strong attraction here. This person could be very humorous, very funny. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. This is having fun, not taking life so seriously. It's hitting your target. Some of you may have indulged in some unhealthy relationships or unhealthy patterns. And your first card out here, well, let's go to the bottom of the deck. You have heart-to-heart conversations. You have free yourself in order to get to know each other, or get to know yourself. So this is that double energy, is what you're freeing yourself from. It's time to take back control of your life. Maybe the devil is the King of Wands. The devil could be some mental mind trickery here with the Eight of Swords. The devil can be addictions, fears, manipulation, codependency, obsessions. It can be anything that pulls us away from the heart. And there is a conversation that either you've had, this can be a conversation with yourself or another, and I feel like that's going to free up more energy, more space for this new beginning to really truly get to know either yourself or someone new. And look at that. We have flirt. There's the flirty, lighthearted, playful energy. And some of you are even calling in a soulmate. So diving into the tarot, Capricorn, we have the Knight of Cups. This is a love offer coming your way. This is beautiful. Knight of Cups is the classic romantic. He's full of charm, full of chivalry. He opens the doors. He plans the picnics. This could be you, Capricorn, or someone else that is very romantic, very charming. They're talking about here massage. So maybe you're getting a double massage here, or maybe you are a massage therapist, or maybe you're getting a massage from someone that you love. But I am getting someone taking good care of you, where you know that you're loved. Some of you may even have teenagers in the house, or adults, young adult children. I also am seeing prom or wedding attire, some sort of dressing up, dress attire. Maybe you are heading to some sort of fancy graduation. Maybe you have a child who's graduating, but there's love coming in. And if you're looking for it, you could meet them at some type of an event. Okay, I also feel with this Knight of Cups, this is following your heart. There absolutely could be some sort of proposal here showing up for you that maybe you've been wanting for quite some time, because you have been stuck in that hanged man mode. But I feel like you're shaking things up and you're surrendering to these new beginnings, and you're not worrying about it. And it's right when you release an expectation is when something moves forward. Isn't that funny how it works? So what's crossing your path here, the opportunity is to bring in some sort of justice, balance, karma, good karma, right? There's been a situation when the justice crosses our path, there was something that felt unjust, right? Or it felt like life wasn't fair, very imbalanced. Maybe you were dealing with a divorce, a legal situation, or you just judged yourself or another harshly. You can see that these two are, it looks like they're speaking to a therapist, or there could be some sort of mediation here, wanting to reconcile, work together. And maybe that's part of someone trying to put in the effort here. Okay, yeah, someone trying to put in the effort. I also see you could be a coach or a mentor for some of you as well. That could be you in the yellow shirt there that is trying to help out other people. Now, what's below you? Six of Wands, which we talked about. So Capricorn, you are someone who, when you set out to achieve something, you will achieve it, but sometimes it doesn't look the way that you thought, or it feels like it doesn't last, right? It's short-lived, but you are highly successful here in anything that you put your sight to, your intention, your focus on. And what I mean by that is you have chose to have that experience. The success piece doesn't define necessarily the experience. It's how you reacted, how you responded, what you learned, how teachable you were, the adaptability, how you responded. So it's looking at it from a holistic perspective instead of just, the end result, okay? Now, in the recent past here, Capricorn, you have the Eight of Swords. There may have been a King of Wands getting up in your head, is what I feel here. If this is you, you're taking your power back, because the Eight of Swords can be feeling trapped, feeling helpless. It's about opening one's eyes. It's about letting go of an old story. Definitely a mental block happening here. So if this King of Wands is someone else, maybe you weren't sure how you felt about this person or how they felt about you. And if this is you, I feel like you are taking charge of your own destiny. You're getting out of your own way, getting out of your own head. There's something you're healing, something you're releasing here with the Devil showing up. And remember, this Devil, Capricorn, which is also Capricorn energy, there could have been a very passionate love affair or a passionate, I don't want to say fling, but I feel like there may have been a situationship, we'll call it that, where you weren't quite sure if someone felt deeper about you. And I feel like maybe someone that you were dealing with was going through a divorce and they weren't really looking to settle down. And maybe you caught feelings for someone, but I see with the Knight of Cups, it's like you want more, you want a more enriching experience. I'm just not sure if this person can give that to you. Maybe they're the playful ones as well. For those of you that may have been too much in your head around intimacy or passion or desire, I feel like you could be reprogramming some of those thoughts and getting into your body more as well, okay? Getting into your body instead of your head is going to help you have a little bit more fun. I mean, the Devil doesn't always have to be this evil, awful energy. The Devil, we're going to come, you know, it's our primal urges, it can be, in this earthly world, and we are living on earth. And so sometimes this can be spicing things up a little bit. It can be our fantasies and indulging in them. So take that as it resonates for you. Now, I almost said in the bedroom here. So in the near future, excuse me, Capricorn, some of you may have felt like you were waiting around, hanging around here. Maybe you were sleeping in different bedrooms, or you weren't. This Knight of Wands maybe was sleeping in your bedroom at one time, is no longer there. But I do feel like you are going through a major spiritual awakening where excuse me, with this Hanged Man, I actually feel a very powerful energy about release, releasing control, releasing expectations, releasing attachments, releasing that monkey brain, and waking up to more fun, more joy, more playfulness, and anything, because I almost feel like this is categorized in its own energy here. Whatever this is, you're waking up, you're shaken up. I just heard a shake up. Okay, it's like something is shaking you up. It's like your higher self coming in, shaking you up and saying, Capricorn, we need to go things a different way, right? Get out of your head, into your body. Some of you may even be shaking the body or doing some sort of, you know, movement that requires the whole body to kind of move around, maybe some sort of dance. But how are you doing here? Three of Pentacles. You're ready to move forward in a new direction here is what I see. You're ready to build something. You want to be flexible. You want to put in the work here, cooperate, work together, but you also want other people to meet you in the middle is what I'm getting here. That's why you have the Justice, the mediator in the middle. It's like you scratch your back, I scratch yours. It is an energy here of you commit to me, I commit to you. So where are we at? Are we on the same page? And I am getting flexibility, adaptability, freedom. This is spiritual energy. It is very passionate, right? This King of Wands, he's very passionate, very sexual. And I feel like you could be going through, quite literally, Capricorn, a Kundalini awakening. If you're not familiar with that, look that up, because I feel like a lot of you have been left out in the cold in some way, shape, or form. I'm kind of getting the energy here of runaway bride, or someone got cold feet. This can be, you know, maybe you were married, maybe you were engaged, and then someone changed their mind, you or them. And sometimes those dreams don't manifest to true, you know, or not true, but manifest to full potential that you thought they would be. That's that Six of Wands in reverse, but it doesn't mean that it was a lost cause. It means that lessons were learned, and you can have a start of a new beginning. And we forget that, and we sit in that loss and that grief for so long that we forget that the universe never tires of giving us new beginnings. Now, what's going on in the hopes and fears? We have Knight of Pentacles. I am getting a little bit of risky energy, as in I'm very cautious. Do I take this risk? What if trust isn't there? What if I can't build that? And I feel like every single sign, Capricorn, has been getting this Knight of Pentacles for May, because this is also the card of trust. And trust has been such a big energy amongst love, amongst relationships. But if you look at this illustration, as I've been pointing out, you can see that she's on her bike. She has her basket full of fruits and apples and stuff for that horse behind her who is fenced up, right? And every day she shows up for this horse, and she brings it some fresh carrots, some fresh fruit, and they start to build a bond. They start to build trust over time. The horse starts to meet her at the fence and get used to her being there and get used to showing up. And there is this energy of trust and loyalty, dependability. And this is someone who's very slow and steady, very practical, earthy. This is also someone who is patient. And I feel like this is what you are wanting to build, is trustworthiness. But this King of Wands and Eight of Swords, we kind of get in our head and we want things to happen way faster, or we're too cautious to open up because, well, what if that consistency runs out? Or what if someone isn't, you know, who they say they are? So I feel like there is an opportunity here to take action, but we have to be willing to take a leap of faith here. And sometimes vulnerability shows up, and that can scare us. But as Brene Brown says, vulnerability is our greatest strength, right? Greatest strength. And so I see you opening up, being more vulnerable, having those heart-to-heart conversations, flirting, getting to know each other, freeing yourself. I mean, this devil energy could be just not holding back on maybe some of your own desires, some of your own needs, your passions, your lusty energy for life, for, you know, for that raw primal urge within you, Capricorn. Now, your outcome is the Empress. For some of you, if you are in the childbearing ages, or years, I should say, look out, because pregnancy could be on the high rise. And congratulations if you are pregnant here. I'm also getting a very sexy, creative, loving, abundant passion coming in. I mean, when she shows up, when this Emperor, Libra, Taurus energy, she is very maternal. She focuses on what she wants to grow. She's a goddess. And I feel like this is the energy that you are consumed in, you're embracing, and it feels really good. The Empress is the most creative, fertile, vibrant energy there is. And I feel like you are soaking it all in. So this is so powerful for you. You're magnetized. You are giving life to new beginnings here in the physical world as well as within you. So it doesn't have to be, of course, you know, a physical birth, but I do feel like you are birthing new things into your reality. And this is quite an exciting time for you. I'm going to clarify a couple cards here. Spirit, can we please take a deeper look at the Eight of Swords and the King of Wands coming out together? Tell me about the Eight of Swords and King of Wands here for Capricorn. Some of you are dealing with someone who was a little playful, and maybe they were just saying, you know, open up a little bit, you know, open up, don't be so rigid, let's have fun, let's play, because we have the King of Wands and we have the King of Swords with the Five of Wands in the middle. There may have been some sort of, you know, conflict or challenge. It's like wanting to commit, not wanting to commit, rigidity and flexibility. It's like two opposite kings showing up here. One very, very stuck in their beliefs and causing a lot of friction, a lot of conflict. I mean, maybe you are the King of Wands here and you're dealing with someone very rigid. I mean, two masculines could be at play here, or two masculines, same-sex relationship, or both of you and another person were very headstrong, very dominant, more masculine in your energy. That caused some friction here. It caused the Five of Wands to ultimately lead to that Eight of Swords. Very heady energy, but also competitive, right? Competitive, criticizing each other maybe, or not collaborating, not able to work together because of two different opinions. Yeah, that may have caused a little bit of a mess. Let's take a look at what this Devil is. Spirit, tell me about the Devil energy showing up for Capricorn. Devil energy for Capricorn, please. What's the Devil? What are we releasing? Some healing here. Some healing around toxicity, toxic patterns, toxic cycles in the head as well. Mental brain fog, mental confusion, mental distress. Swords is the card of communication, decisions, thought, intellect. It can be about obstacles as well. And with the Devil here, you really got wrapped up in your head around a situation, but you're freeing that and you're coming to a place here, Capricorn, of a lot more mental stability, which is great because no one likes to be stuck in that repetitive thought patterns and that loop playing on repeat. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Spirit, tell me about the spiritual awakening and surrendering to control. Let's see here. King of Wands, beautiful. Okay, so we're seeing King of Wands showing up in the past, letting go of that mental turmoil, and then we see it showing up again here for you as well. So for some of you, this King of Wands is someone else. I'll just point that out, possibly Leo energy or another fire sign. For others of you, it's yourself, right? So take it as it resonates. But I feel with this King of Wands, this is about you creating your destiny, making some choices. Spirit is saying an action needs to be taken here in order to see kind of where you stand and to push something forward into this Empress. It's like having a baby, right? With this Empress energy, she can't just get by without doing any work. She's growing a human life, and when time comes, she's got to push that baby out. For the most part, I mean, yes, you can have a C-section, things like that, but I am getting here that you've put hard work into yourself to grow your love or to heal a situation in order for you to have a lot more abundance when it comes to matters of the heart, right? And so you're either bravely, courageously taking charge of your destiny. You may be standing up for yourself here as well. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this King of Wands with the Hanged Man. Judgment, second chance. Do I want to give a second chance? Again, right? I mean, if you've done it over and over and someone hasn't stayed consistent, and I've been saying this in all the readings as well, action speaks louder than words, but consistency speaks louder than action and words. Because we can talk the talk all we want. We can walk the walk and show up and feed this horse, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We tell the horse we're going to be back on Saturday. We don't show. Then on Sunday, right, we come back and say, oh, sorry, horse, I was busy. And then we come back on Wednesday. It brings in this level of inconsistency. So say what you mean what you say. If someone is being inconsistent with their actions, I feel like it's important to remind you not to hang around and wait for someone to change. That is for you to create and be that change that you wish to see in your world. All right, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have, please, for Capricorn? Wisdom of the oracle for Capricorn, please. All right, we have a leg up. Beautiful. There's your help. There's your support. There may be someone coming in to maybe help you. That could be that mediator, the coach. That could be that loving offer that comes in to help you free yourself from this situation. It's card 34. 3-4 could be significant. That could be someone's age. Someone could be in a life path 7 or in a personal year 7. And this is all about receiving help. It's receptivity as well, which is interesting because we see a lot of testosterone. We see a lot of masculinity here. This is delegating authority, and it's all about interdependence. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. And we have the opposite of interdependence. We have codependence here showing up in your reading. So some of you, that may be part of what we're healing, what we're forgiving here. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. We talked about that. Vulnerability. If you have some needs, we're looking at this devil. I mean, look at her. She's got the whole red room behind her. She got the whips and the chains and all the good stuff, right? Whatever your fantasies are, whatever your needs are, whether they are in the bedroom or they are emotional, they're physical, whatever they are, take a look at your love languages. Talk to someone here, coach, mentor, talk to your partner, talk to, get it out there. Be vulnerable. Don't hold back because you're only doing yourself a disservice. And that's what the Hanged Man does. He thinks that he's, trapped, but he's not. There's always a way to turn that wheel of destiny, right? And it says here, trust, you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind. Ask, and it is given. That's a really great book as well by Abraham Esther Hicks. For those of you that follow them, you may want to look into that book, Ask, and it is given. And we're going to look at the protection message because of that justice in the middle. Are you always insisting, Capricorn, on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come? Convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded as they don't serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit that you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. Did we not say those same exact words? Something about releasing expectations and boom, there's a shift that occurs here for you. At least I thought we said that here. And this is about vulnerability, which we've also mentioned, and that's come up numerous times here. So please take heart when something shows up repetitively. It's really jumping out in a big way here. So trust that help is available when needed. Ask for what you want. The perfect people, help, soulmates, lovers, they're coming in here. You're calling in some really amazing energy, but we also have to trust and shift how we view things. This is a new perspective here. Let's get a message from the crystal spirits. And at this time, Capricorn, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Hold it as long as you can and exhale with a nice big sigh through the mouth. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now your crystal could show up as a specific color, maybe a beautiful green, blue, red, purple, orange, or clear. Perhaps your crystal or gemstone is showing up as a specific shape or size. Maybe it's emanating a frequency of unconditional love, guidance, support, or clarity. This could be a crystal that you're familiar with and even know the name of. Or maybe you've never seen that crystal before, and that's okay as well. This could be a gemstone that you wear around your neck, on your fingers, or even around your wrist. Or maybe it's a gemstone that you meditate with or use in your healing work. There is no right or wrong answer, Capricorn. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the 1st of each month, all you need to do is drop your crystal or gemstone. If you have more than one, you can drop all of them in the comment section below the video to be entered into that giveaway. And please make sure to hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, beautiful. I am loving your stone today, Capricorn. You have emerald. Emerald is your crystal, which is all about, lo and behold, giving and receiving. It is the stone of reciprocity, connected to that heart chakra as it emanates a beautiful green. It's about opening your heart to friendships. It's about opening up to love, embracing unity. It's that Knight of Cups energy showing up here for you. And it says, love, like light, is experienced in many different ways, some obvious and some so subtle that when we can only sense it if we quiet our minds and pay very close attention. The message of Emerald Spirit is to open to love in all its array of colors and to become a channel for its healing powers. You are always capable of tuning in to the radio love. So let's find the frequency so that you might experience and channel it. Aspire to love your neighbor as you love yourself, recognizing that love must begin within you as you connect to the universe, the source of all love, because you are part of that. You are love. You come from that. Channeling love nourishes you as you experience how its healing power dissolves the darkness. Love is meant to flow through you from within and without, cleansing your energy field so that you can feel your soul's worth. Love may not be coming to you right now in the form you prefer, but don't overlook its presence, right? Express love towards yourself and others. Remember, loving your neighbor means starting at home with the self. Now is the time to set aside the obstacles that block you from receiving and experiencing and expressing. That's that devil. And simply be the love you want to see in the world. Just like I said, be the change you wish to see. Trust that when you open to love, loving partnerships are possible to help you heal the old wounds. And I do see here that love being offered to help you heal, to help you manifest and create more love and abundance in your life. That's why you have one of the best cards as your outcome, the Empress. Emerald is a heart healing stone that carries the energy of universal love. When you meditate with this stone, it opens the heart and soothes it, allowing release of blockages brought about by painful emotions. It teaches love and compassion and asks that we carry these qualities out into the world to be shared with others, because this is a one love. Kind of like Bob Marley sings, right? One love, but it reminds us that that's where, who we are, where we come from, and it can help release whatever these devil energies are, whatever those mental blocks are. Working with this frequency can help you open up to that love. Beautiful reminder here. All right, last but not least, let's get some messages from your soul's truth. What do we have here for Capricorn in matters of the heart? What do we have for Capricorn? They're saying go one more. Okay, go one more. Thank you. Your first card out here, Capricorn, we have, am I apologizing for my truth? Which is interesting because we said there's some sort of apology coming in, or maybe you're delivering it, or maybe you are holding yourself back. What part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? Today, Capricorn, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak up. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There's room for us all. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. And we talk about that lion, right? We talk about the King of Wands stepping into that courageous energy of truth and power. So I'm really loving that for you. And last but not least, am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head. There's that 8 of Swords, and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Today's soul action. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. All right, I am hearing here the name Rachel. Rachel could be your name. And I'm also being reminded of something I've been saying all week long, because it says take out the shoulds. And when we start to say, I should have done that, I should have acted or responded in a certain way, I should be able to deal with this, or I should be married by now, I should, right? When we start to get into that energy of shoulds, we should all over ourselves, right? We tend to block ourselves. We tend to stay in that hanged man energy. So take out the shoulds, as it says, so we don't should all over ourselves, and pay attention to the heart. Pay attention to this Empress, who is a big old heart. Look at her. Right next to her, she has that heart. She's full of the green and the red. Beautiful energy of love, right? She's Mother Earth. She is the embodiment of love. And that's what you're being reminded of in this reading, in this month of May, is that love exists in all things. Be playful. Have fun. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, and get clear on what you want. And for a lot of you, you don't want inconsistency here, or you don't want to be caught up in an old mental story of what was, or what went wrong, or what you don't have. And I feel like you are shifting that perspective, and it's going to change your world in big ways for you. That's what I have, Capricorn. I hope that's helpful. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, do comment your crystals or gemstones in the comment section below, and hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Lots of love.